Hello everybody and welcome, my name is Ursa and today we're back with Theodora because I want to ask myself the question that's been on everyone's lips for some time. Under Theodora, have we finally got a leader that can work warrior monks? That's right. It's a warrior monk run. Warrior monks, a fast-moving land combat unit with a unique promotion tree. There have been several problems with warrior monks. A, they're rubbish. No, that's about it. It's pretty much been the reason that nobody has ever really truly used them. Yes, there have been random theories and meta builds that can possibly make warrior monks have specific uses in individual locations and on very specific scenarios. For instance, they can move quite fast, they can become invisible, they can spread religion, but the problem is they come quite late into the game, they're not very strong, and generally if you're going to get a religion, there's 101 things that you can do with warrior monks that's better. However, we noted earlier, the first time we played Theodora, that because of Byzantium and Byzantium's abilities to get a religion faster, but then also to spread your religion through combat as well as gaining more unit strength when you do, we may well have a possibility to use warrior monks as an offensive force, especially because Theodora now gets culture from holy sites, and the culture bombs that you get from the holy sites with the warrior monk promotion means that I can now slap down farms alongside them to generate more faith as it is. We finally have somebody that can rush all the way to theology to get the temples needed to buy the warrior monks. All of that being said, it's still looking rather ridiculous, and to do this, I've had to create a little bit of a scenario to give ourselves a little bit of an advantage. It's Deity. It is standard speed, but this is only a 4-player game. This is a small map. Actually, this is tiny, isn't it? Technically a tiny map. Abundant resources, legendary start, Terra script. So it's a 4-player map, but we're all on a very tightly packed and small continent, so the space between us is not a lot. Gives me advantage to strike quickly, because warrior monks, they don't promote. They're 40 strength. They can be improved in certain ways, as we'll be going into with this game. But quite honestly, there is an upward limit to how strong they can get. We only have a certain amount of time. We're going to need to rush this. I've also given myself a nice start where Byzantium, especially Theodora's Byzantium, is going to go absolutely nuts. Just for instance, keep an eye on this holy site location. We've even got the geothermal fissure, which is even better. And I've put 6 city-states into the game that'll help us, including Valletta, I believe I put Vatican. There's some things we can do. This is going to be tough. My aim today is to win as fast as possible using warrior monks. Now, one thing I will say is I will not be doing a warrior monk only run. I will be doing my best to use warrior monks on the offensive. I will try not to use anything else when attacking. I may have to, use other Byzantium troops if that initial attack fails or I'm really struggling with the game. And I have found that in practice games on Terra maps, the AI tends to rush you and you tend to get killed very quickly because of the packed starts and the fact that Deity AI starts with a huge army and you don't. If we were to wait all the way until we got to theology, chances of us surviving this would be very slim. So I might treat myself to a little bit of a defensive army, but it's warrior monks that are going to be doing the heavy lifting today. I want my entire strategy, I guess you could put it, my entire game to be revolving around those very same monks. This is going to be very interesting. No gameplay changing mods this game, but if you want to play this particular save file, these are the details, but you don't need to use these because you can simply copy and paste the save file from my Discord onto your computer and play along alongside me. And if you do want to see any of the user interface mods that I use, well, come to Discord. I have a lovely full list there. Let us just settle in place and get started with turn 1. But before we get started today, a quick update on something concerning. Here is Ursa. Ursa was unfairly expelled from Oxford University's Civ 6 program. Ursa now has 30,000 signatures, and with that, magical powers were bestowed upon him to see the invisible. And Ursa noticed something. An invisible, kind, helpful man. A man called Paul. Don't let Ursa be distracted by the terrible spy Paul. Help Ursa focus on Sankor. Will you subscribe today? Thank you. And back to the video. I think a settle in place has got to be the choice here. Geothermal fissures aren't workable, but if I settle on top of it, I will give myself another production and another science because it is technically a Plains Hill. I think this has to be my favorite start. Short of a Plains Hill spice start or a Plains Hill banana start, those are pretty good as well, but yeah, geothermal fissure is pretty awesome. It means that any aqueduct I build from a city is going to be automatically +1 immunity. It means I've already got a nice +3 campus spot, which is pretty cool as well. But it's all about the holy site, and for me, I'm going to rush it as quick as I can. It's only 15 turns, not 20, because we have the joy of having an extra science per turn, which is lovely. It's a very, very high food start as well. I'm tempted to go immediately for builder. I can't lie, because what I would want to do is immediately start putting down 3 farms. Now, these are all pretty near to my city center and would mean that I would be building in a nice +3 holy site to give myself the era score. But I also want scouts. So the question is going to be whether or not it is worth getting a scout or just bypassing that and going for the builder. I think I'm going to go for scout and then maybe go for settler and then use my gold to get the builder, but there's probably different ways you can tackle this. Oh well, let's go and find whatever's going on. Oh, I like it when you see special resources on rivers like this. That's really nice. There's Valletta, one of the 6 city-states we put in. An extra production towards units that helps me to just get the scout out nice and quickly. As I say, very heavy food start in Constantinople, very low production start. But we've only got 2 turns now until that scout is done. Then I can get myself a settler, then I can get myself the holy site, and hopefully we'll have enough gold by that point to treat myself to a builder, but we shall see. Scout's going to head in the other direction. Let's get the settler out. I have found no tribal huts around me so far, which is a little bit concerning. I want at least a couple of tribal huts because I need the builder. This was kind of the entire gamble, and so far this is not paying off for me at all. I also was really, really hoping I'd find my holy site quickly. I actually have a spare few turns. I want to finish this settler. I'm in boosting possibility at the moment, so I'm just going to pick up pottery really quickly. Put a couple of turns into this. Hopefully I'll find a natural wonder. If I don't, then, you know, I can just switch back in a second. Well, there is a barbarian outpost, which isn't what I wanted to see, but at least it's being fought by somebody. You can see the scout has been injured. Still no natural wonder and absolutely no a tribal hut. This is ridiculous. Nothing. I have to switch back to astrology because we're now within 5 turns. This is where I need to do the old switcheroo. Oh, someone has settled right there. That's not far from me at all. This is kind of what I was fearing. I'm going to go discipline just to help barbarian kills. That to me looks like Poland. Poland can be quite aggressive beginning of the game, quite militaristic, so I'm going to try not to meet them. Vatican is directly to my south. Unfortunately, they've already been met, I suspect, by Poland, but we'll work that out in a little bit. I need to be sticking to the bottom of the civic tree. I need to get to theology as quickly as possible. There is the route. I can miss political philosophy. I can miss state workforce. I don't need to get any, even craftsmanship I don't have to get. So foreign trade, hopefully we'll get that boost if nothing else. Terra map though, unlikely that we will. There is Poland, a meeting blessed by God, in honor to meet you, and yes, I want to sample your hospitality. That's good. I'm not giving away the name and location of my civilization, although they're probably going to find that very quickly. I am very, very aware of how exposed Constantinople is though. This is pretty flat land. They could chuck their warriors at me really, really quickly. -5, declare friendship. Should we give it a try? No, Poland aren't the sort to do that. I can't offer them a delegation because it only gives +3, so I'd still be on -2. They'd still denounce me. 25 gold as well. That's really important because I need the builder. I need the builder. I cannot believe I don't have any tribal villages. I'm going to start moving my warrior back and hopefully get back to my land just before Poland do decide to war me. I just have a horrible feeling Poland are going to come after me here. I appreciate it was a modded map we played last time out, but that modded map had no tribal huts, and this is the second game in a row now with no tribal huts. It's very, very weird. The game is very much giving me poor spawns on that sort of thing at the moment. There is astrology, there is the settler, all at the same time. Let's get the holy site out. I could try and get Stonehenge, but I feel like that would be a recipe for disaster. I need the culture per turn. The good thing about Theodora is that I will be getting hopefully 3 culture per turn at the beginning, and that culture will rush me towards theology. Like 3 culture per turn means that theology would be researched in 50 turns. It's going to be difficult. Oh, even better, actually, just thinking about it, I do need to finish pottery because I can't actually remove these resources. That's a bit of a pain. You know what? I will just get the builder. It feels like a real waste of production, but I don't want to finish this holy site until I can get the era score from finishing it. This is a pretty defensible location. I'm tempted to go and settle on top of the olives to get the luxury. Then I can at least trade for some gold and hopefully turbocharge my start a little bit here. I could go and settle on the Thur instead. That is an alternative situation. What I'm looking for is the possibility of having holy sites that can get to +6. I would take +5. +5 is fine, but Theodora is all about those standard adjacencies. You want to put the farms down all around them. Create little gels like that. These are luxuries like the tobacco, the gems, hills, Those limit how good a holy site you can put down. Like this holy site, for instance, would be possible to ring. If I were to pop it one over, the tobacco would block that in. But I could, so it's a bit of a compromise. You want my holy site to be as good as possible, but if it's so pernickety to build that you'll never actually finish it, then you'll kind of lose out ultimately. Yeah, you know what? I think I will move my settler over here. Hopefully the barbarians are being contained by Poland, but we'll see if that pays off. They haven't denounced me yet. I am kind of astounded and excited by this revelation. If I can avoid being, sneak attacked by them, that would be good. They still haven't taken out this barbarian encampment right on my doorstep though, which is a bit annoying, which means these barbarians are going to find me. I was really hoping Poland would take care of those. There are no tribal huts. I swear to you, I have not found a single one in this entire area. What is going on? Is it just something with the Terra script? Does the Terra script only give you them if you travel? I don't know how the script works. Maybe all the tribal huts are on the other continent? Because that's the fun thing about the Terra script is there is another world out there. We're not going to be using that other world today because, being honest with you, we're going to be rushing and going to war as early as we physically can. There's the olives anyway. Perfect. Let's get that done. Now, I could sell my olives for 110 gold, which would be decent, actually. I'm tempted to do that right off the bat. And I'm thinking I can make a compromise +5 holy site that gets the +1 just on this. Yeah, no, I'm going to do that. It's not +6, but it's just a little bit easier to get off the bat. And yeah, if I do that, I can immediately buy the builder, start improving some of the land around this, make that into a +3 as well. This feels like a very strange start, but I very much need to use all this. I've just seen my slinger, actually. My warrior is not going to be able to defeat that barb encampment by themselves. Scotland. Actually, Scotland's not so bad. Exchanging information on capitals is good. Oh, it looks like Scotland and Poland are right next to each other. That's good. That means if either of them declare on me, as soon as I've got foreign trade, I should be able to get the other to declare war, play them off against each other. That's what I'm hoping for here. Grand Boulevard. Okay, right. Boulevard's a little bit more of a problem. He is incredibly aggressive. Where is he? Over in this direction. Both of them are quite far away from me, though. Wonder how many tribal villages they found. Oh, there's Kilimanjaro. So there was a wonder. There even was a wonder, but it wasn't anywhere near me. Fair enough. -3. Oh, Boulevard actually might be possible to befriend. I just don't have the gold right now. That's the problem. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, Scotland have denounced me. That's not a good start. Oh, I could defeat the barbarian encampment, but I'd lose the warrior. Oh, it's not worth it. I'm going to have to retreat, but that's slightly painful. All right, Constantinople, I need you to get building quickly. There's irrigation boosted. Nice tile there. And 55 gold. Oh, I need like 2 gold more. Come on. Fine, I'll put 1 turn into something else. Let's put 1 turn into a builder, and then we'll kind of hope that we can get from there. I retreated from the barb encampment. As tempting as it wasn't going to go well for me. Let's go mining. What would be best to improve for my military run? I think actually going wheel would be good because you've seen how many resources are around Constantinople? It's crazy. There is another farm there. Okay, now we can get the holy site sorted. It's going to get rid of a wheat, which isn't great, but I don't have irrigation to clean. Oh no, I've got pottery to clean it though, so I might as well. Let's actually do that. Have one more turn of builder. That gives it another population, just keeps Constantinople nice and large. The good thing is, because we're on plains, all of these tiles do carry 1 extra production. So the bigger the city gets, the more the production grows. Sometimes on a grassland start, you can find that a city will grow really quickly, but it won't get any more production for doing so. So you're kind of a little bit like 50-50 on whether or not it's a good idea or not. There we go. 25 food. It's not going to be a whole population, but it's not wasted population as well. Currently showing as a +2 holy site, but that will go up soon. Don't worry. 9 turns, we'll get that holy site sorted. Grand Columbia are going for their own religion really quickly. Don't worry, I feel like we should be fine. Oh man, Poland, don't leave a settler there. Don't do that. You know I can't help myself on settlers. I could go and just steal it and then, go over towards the Thurs. Oh, it's so tempting. Would I survive? Would I survive this? I probably wouldn't, being honest with you. But who am I not to try? I'm going to save the game here at turn 28. We're going to give it a go. If we survive, brilliant. If we don't, then I'll just come back to this point. All right, let's see how this alternate and horrible version of history goes. Oh dear. Yes. Okay. There's a couple of things that actually happen here. I've just taken back my luxury from Poland, so next turn I can actually trade it. Just takes a turn to work itself out. I believe the best place I can go is down to the south towards these furs. Unfortunately, the loyalty pressure is a bit too much to withstand, so I might have to head over to this side and go for the tobacco instead? Or the gems. If I can get all the way to the gems, that would help. Everyone denounces me. Okay, that's good and bad. It's bad in the sense that, you know, I think unfortunately we're going to get very little in the way of trade on this luxury. However, I did see that Gran Colombia had this. Sometimes it's worth having a look to see what deals you can get, because the denounced AI sometimes do trade with you, but no. I've got my luxury back. That in itself is a victory. Yep, my scout is going to get peppered a little bit by the slinger, but I can escape now. None of the city-states that I've met are being followed or following Poland into battle. That's good inspiration for mysticism. I will get Vatican on side once I get a Pantheon. That in itself is quite fun. Oh, I want to kill that scout, but I can't get the kill before it disappears. There would be no point. The good thing is that there is this barbarian outpost by Poland's borders. I do think they are being held up by that quite considerably. So fingers crossed. That's going to block the initial surge of their army. There's a quarry for masonry boosting, and we'll get... Actually, if I get this one over, I can just improve that rice. Constantinople as a city can get pretty good. If I can get Pingala in there nice and quickly, that would be handy as well. I just need more culture. I need everything. I need monuments. I need everything. Oh, that's a barbarian horse archer. That is problematic. I don't like the look of that. I don't think I'm going to be able to get past that. I might have to take my risk around this side of the volcano. Yeah, stealing the settler. I'm not going to be able to get a city down very quickly at all. Hopefully the horse archer will go out to Poland and we'll get distracted. You never know. Weirder things have happened. Oh no, the barbs have found me. So this is what I love sometimes about barbarians, and the fact they always focus on the player. This is where the encampment is. Let's count how much distance between the Polish border and the encampment. A lot of distance, yet here we are. Here are the horsemen, right on my border, ready to pillage all of my stuff. I'm gonna have to keep that builder to do some fixing, aren't I? We'll get the holy site finished, but is there any point? Being absolutely honest with you, is there any point? Because quite honestly, these horsemen are just going to wreck my stuff. Do I just have to get a slinger here just for a defensive force? I think I might have to. That is ridiculous. Let's get animal husbandry. See if we can push through this little area. Okay, the scout is there. I'm hoping the scout won't choose to attack us. Yep, it's just undid all the damage by killing me, but we'll get the battle cry. It doesn't work on horsemen, unfortunately, but hopefully we can start driving this thing off soon. Yeah, actually, I don't mind if you choose to attack my city. That is a fine thing. I will just leave you one turn. You might actually attack a second time. That would be really handy if you could do that. Oh, there's another barbarian encampment there. That is a problem. This outpost has now been defeated. That means Poland are probably on the way next turn. We'll kind of have to keep an eye out for that. Oh, look. Lots of turtles buy this tobacco. Maybe this isn't a bad place to settle. I'll have access to the olives, to the turtles, to the tobacco. This is relatively safe, hidden behind a volcano. It's not ideal, really. Who just declared war on me? Was that Vatican? Yeah, that's Vatican. Oh, no. And they've just levied the army as well. Oh, chances of me keeping this city safe has just drastically fallen. Let's settle in place and let's just quickly heal my scout for a turn. See if I can hold out. I don't know if I will be able to. Don't forget, this is just the alternate history. I can always go back to the previous save and pretend none of this happened if it doesn't work. Of all the places you could be, right on top of my holy site is not a helpful one. It's not a helpful one at all, I'll be honest with you. Okay, it moved off. It moved off. That's not bad. It's enough to just stop me. Oh no, I did finish the holy site. Oh, perfect. Right. Gran Colombia are getting 2 points per turn. Normally warrior monks aren't rushed. But this will be the game where they will be rushed. Just you wait. We get peace with Poland quickly. Yeah, they want peace. I'll take peace. Good. The gamble paid off. The gamble paid off, and I can now trade immediately for some gold on the luxury, which I will duly take. Let's take as much up front as we can. This gives me so much more flexibility. Oh, wonderful. Okay, right. The barbs are approaching from all sorts of directions now. What do we want? To get myself the extra culture. I should get myself a monument as quickly as possible. I've got 2 great profit points coming in. thinking getting a shrine would give me number 3. I do have to get temples up, actually. So I'm going to build the shrine. I might use the gold to get myself a monument to get more culture. I didn't get the era score from my holy site thinking about it because it was only +2 because I got interrupted whilst building it. But that's fine. We'll figure it out. What Pantheon is still available to me? Fertility rights. I could get builders in my capital. I just realized there's rainforest here, but somebody's already taken the rainforest. Bet that's Poland. Sacred Path. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, Poland have taken it. And the AI loves it. Sometimes you just have to go like, come on, what are you doing? Stop it. Goddess of the Hunt would mean that I could improve this deer and give myself a bit of a bonus. I could go for what is this? It's a quarry. Quarries, I think, get more faith. Pastures, I've got 2 pastures, I could get culture from that. That would help me to get warrior monks quicker, so that's not a bad idea. But I'm thinking just going for another builder right now so I can actually improve all of the stuff around Constantinople. That in itself might be a pretty decent move. Or is this marsh? Oh, that is marsh. Oh, so Lady of the Reeds and Marshes would give me 2 production on that tile. What's the marsh situation looking like in all my other cities? Not great, but that is a potential option. So we should keep that in mind. What would be better? Oh, culture from these tiles or just raw yield? Thing is, I don't have to do anything for this. This would just be 2 more production per turn for my capital. That's over a 20% boost. And there's another tile up there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. I know, I always do it, but it's too good to pass, and I'm gonna just buy this tile quickly as well. So I've actually just gained 4 production. Taken 2 turns off the shrine, and it means we've got a bit of a production base in my capital now, which we'll take advantage of soon. I didn't really point it out at the time, but we are getting 2 culture per turn from my holy site. I kind of want that to go up. I'm thinking I was going to improve this farm, but I'm going to do this one first just because it gives me another culture per turn. Too many things, using up all of my gold, but it's fine. There you go. Another culture per turn. That helps. Another faith per turn as well. Need to build up a bit of a glut if we are to get warrior monks out in any large amount. There's Early Empire. I can get rid of God King now, go for urban planning, and then discipline is still the most useful thing for me. Now I've got a choice. Pingala would give me more culture. That's good. If I could get 3 promotions, however, into Victor, I could get Embrasure. Now this would mean that all of my military units start with a 3 promotion. So whenever I get the warrior monks in, they start with a promotion. That in itself is pretty handy. Would take 3 promotions to do that though, and I'm only likely to get the 1. So I'm going to pick that one up in a bit, but I think getting Pingala for the culture still works as the best option. That's 15% bonus culture. That would be worth almost a culture per turn right now, and just a single other promotion would be very handy on that front. Let's get an envoy. Oh, Vatican. Vatican not being on side is very annoying. Looks like I'm going to go into a Dark Age as well, which, to be honest, isn't the worst thing in the world. Shrine finished. We're now getting 3 profit points per turn. I think I might Holy Site prayers this now, or do I get builder and then prayers? Let's get 1 builder and then we'll get the prayers. They want open borders and they're going to give me 2 gold per turn for it. That's about 60 gold, so I'll take about 35 up front. Yeah, that'll do. Take that. Thank you so much. Reason I'm taking upfront gold from Poland rather than gold per turn is that the chances of me not attacking them at some point are pretty slim. I am a terrible neighbor and I intend to attack at some point. Do I rush for religion now? I think I probably should. Let's go Holy Site prayers. It's really tempting to go for the watermill because at the moment I'm working 4 tiles that would be improved, so that would be worth 5 food and 1 production. But the moment I think getting the religion is a good thing. I want to nip this in the bud as quickly as I can. 1 envoy to Vatican, a little bit of extra faith per turn. You'll take it. It's all worth it. Let's do that. Mysticism is good. Build a wonder, unlikely to happen. Found a religion, more likely to happen. We're not far now, but I need to probably save my gold up for the temple. It's like 420 gold, is it? Something like that? Oh, there we go. We've actually taken over the lead for the first prophet. I suspect Poland might buy one. They've got 265 faith now, which is just about enough to do that. So wait for that. You can also see Stonehenge being built. It's not being built very quickly, but it is being built. So we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, this barbarian encampment. If I can defeat that, that'll be good. Scotland's learnt. They've got a settler, but it is being escorted. So that's good. Dark Age. I don't think a Dark Age is too bad, actually. If we can go into Heroic, that might be the Heroic Warrior Age of the medieval. Let's go for Exodus of Evangelists. We're going to spread my religion around. I am playing Byzantium, of course. Don't forget that. Oh, 2 religions have already gone. Catholicism is feed the world. Fine. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, I'm actually losing loyalty on this city already. That's what we would call embarrassing. How much era score do I need? 11 to get out of a normal age and 25 to get into golden. That's fine. Should be able to do that. I've got the bronze working boost there. What would be useful? So warrior monks is a stupid thing. Warrior monks can't use battering rams, but they can use siege towers. So that is a thing. You know, who knows why? Who knows why? It's just the way it's coded, ridiculous. Oh, this city actually is now losing loyalty as well. That's not good, but there's some fishing boats that actually makes the city happy, which means it won't be hemorrhaging so quickly. Still -4 though. Oh, that's annoying. Here's my profit though. That is a little bit of Ursa score, and we'll go and make our religion next turn. So we'll finish that holy site prayers, and then what's the best thing to do? I need culture. We'll get the monument going. Trying to build a monument in this city as well as this city. It's all kind of needs to be done at the same time, really. What did everyone else go into? Scotland went normal, but Poland and Grand Columbia actually went golden. So that's pretty good to burn both. Congrats. Well done. Entertaining stuff. I'll sacrifice 70 gold there so that I can chop down some rainforest, but I'll do that after I make my religion. Judaism went for choral music just as hoped. Perfect. Here we go. Religion time. I never thought I'd be choosing to do this, but there is warrior monks. Now, we're playing as Byzantium. In order to make the warrior monks work as best as we can, we need to be crusading. This is the only way we're going to be able to get enough combat strength from my 40 strength warrior monks. When we're fighting in enemy lands with crusade, we'll be on 53 because of the way that Taxis works. We're now getting a +3 combat strength. And if we can take over Krakow, take over their religion, we should be able to push that through as well. Here, by the way, is the rainforest. I'll just chop this down and bam. Do you see? That gives me Era score as well as culture bombing round. So that's perfect. Everywhere is building monuments now. I think it's the only thing I can do. It's the only rational thing that can be done. Oh, look at that gold I could get. I'm going to save it for when I unlock theology. We're 16 turns away at the moment. Oh, don't you dare pillage my stuff again. Like, I'm trying to shoot this thing as it goes past. So the reason I'm not really putting an army up is I want to use a minimum army as possible. Like warrior monks, I kind of wanted to use them pretty much as like efficiently and as exclusively as I could get away with. We'll see if it works. I don't know if it's going to. In Gaza Gamut, that's what I was hoping I was meeting at some point. In Gaza Gamut will let me, if I put an encampment down, buy my warrior monks for a lot cheaper. Kind of what I was hoping. Yep, this warrior is holding on nicely while it's fortified in the rainforest with Battlecry, with my government. There's not much the AI can do. Just need you out of here, please. Thank you. Scotland are willing to buy my iron from me. Yeah, this is how I'm going to get the temple up as quickly as possible. I might lose this city, by the way. Loyalty, there's not much I can do. Oh, you know what? You've done well, but I didn't get the chance to finish that off, and I'm regretting that now. But in the meantime, this city is giving me all the stuff that I could ever need to sell, which is the most important thing here. I could drain the funds of Scotland. I could absolutely drain this. I'm going to. You paying through the roof, the olives. That's amazing. Yeah, go on, man. Thank you. This is worth having this. Oh, I've got so much more gold per turn now. Drama and poetry. Okay, it's fine. 6 turns to theology. I think I'm going to have enough gold to put a temple down at that point, but it's going to be close. Boulevard wants to be friends. Intriguing. I don't want to commit to such things this quickly, but we will keep an eye on that one. Boulevard will buy my iron. Not for a huge amount, but they will buy it. A diplo favor. No one wants the diplo favor right now. Poland will buy the turtles, though. Oh, yep. I'm going to do that. I want the gold. I want the gold. Here come the barbarians. They are everywhere. No matter, I have a bit more of a defensive army now. I'm just keeping an eye on my holy site. I don't want them to attack that if I can help it. 1, 2... like so. Should we get walls up? Walls worth it or theatre square? What's the better thing to use? Neither is probably the answer here. I just keep building defense. As I say, I said I was going to consider building a defensive army. I'm having to do that much more than I thought. But I thought I'd be rushed by the AI. The barbarians. Barbarians have absolutely been the worst thing about this. Doesn't matter if I lose these 2 cities. I'm playing the long game here. Yep, speaking of, bye-bye. Bye-bye, city. I sold everything from it, though, so that's good. Let's just sell all the iron before that disappears as well. We'll go pick that up later. And that is its own independent city-state now. We can't argue with that. It wants to be free. That's fine. Oh, these barbarians are everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Get out of my land. Oh, we're being killed. There's a huge flood now. Oh, I think that did some real damage to that archer. Not happy about that at all. Right, garrison. We do, however, now... Oh, no, has the shrine been pillaged? The shrine has been pillaged. Literally the turn I was about to build the temple. Ah, that's frustrating. Okay, let's get that archer out then and start attacking this one. This is tough. I'm going to lose this city, by the way. There's not much I can do about that. In Gazagamu, I do want you... Theology. Oh, hang on. Right, this is something I can do that's good. Scripture. 6 more faith per turn. 6 more culture per turn. Discipline is still very handy. Now we can disappear back into the civic tree. We'll pick up craftsmanship. We'll pick up state workforce. We'll go from there. But like, yeah. I'm actually going to need a warrior monk rush, not because I'm attacking with it, but literally because it's the only thing that I'm going to be able to use to keep me from dying to the barbarians. How embarrassing is that? 1 strike, 2 strikes. Okay, barbarians are done. Everything is pillaged. Absolutely everything is pillaged. That's why my holy sites are really giving me absolutely nothing at the moment. Let's get that builder sorted. Fix the shrine next turn. Interestingly, you still get the adjacency from the farms even though they're pillaged. That I didn't know. That's actually quite useful to know. Shrine is unpillaged. Temple is bought. Warrior monks. I can't build this turn because I foolishly moved an archer onto the holy site, but fine. Next turn. Next turn we can do this. We can do this. We've still got about 7 or 8 turns on this city. And at the moment, Poland have no walls up. At the moment. Keep an eye on that. That might not last for as long as we'd want it to. State workforce. We have another governor now. I'm going to immediately ignore Pingala, go for Victor. Victor will stop this city from falling away. My archers are pressing out and trying to take back my land. Now I can get a warrior monk. It's 200 faith. It's 40 melee strength, 3 movement. This thing hits like a powerful swordsman, which is good. And we're going to go for oligarchy because, again, really weird thing. Warrior monks are not affected by fascism or digital democracy, but they are affected by oligarchy. So, you know, that's a thing. The first warrior monk emerges, and the best bit about warrior monks is you don't see the price of them go up as you buy them. They stay the same price, which is just lovely to see. Okay, warrior monk fueled carnage. We need to go and kill some Polish troops, and we need to do it as quickly as we can because I want to spread my religion, not just to their cities, but to my own. I have a double whammy here. If I spread one of my religion to one of my cities or to any city, I get 2 era score. It's the main way we're going to be doing this. If I'm at war with Poland, when they receive my religion, I get, I believe, another 3 era score. So each conversion whilst I'm at war is potentially worth up to 5 era score. It's big, that. Very big. As the monument finished in this city now, a little bit more culture, although we are losing about 50% of that per turn, which isn't great. Let's get the shrine up in that city as quickly as possible. Okay, the builder is done. I can start repairing all of this damage in my city now. It's pretty bad damage. What does my capital really need to do to help the war effort? I think get an encampment out sounds ridiculous, but I'm gonna get in Gazagamu as quickly as I can, and that would give me a discount with gold. I thought it was a discount with faith as well. It's not, is it? I've worked it out. Don't worry, figured it out. That's not a thing. Let's get a battering ram. Let's get another builder, and then we'll get a battering ram. Battering rams don't work with warrior monks, but I am just promoting myself to machinery as quickly as I can to get the siege tower. That will work. Speaking of, actually, let's just quickly get the ancient walls up first. Here is Oligarchy. More unit experience, which is good. More combat strength to my warrior monks, and more importantly, we can now get hitting. Monasticism is going to turn all of my holy sites into giving me extra science. That's really, really good. I would like general points as soon as possible. Actually, no, diplomatic league I need to put in first. So we'll go discipline. Discipline's okay. The conscription helps. I think that's all good for now. Why is Poland suddenly got 40 strength in their... What's going on in there? Oh, horsemen. It's not great. That is what we would call not ideal. Get military tradition. That gives me the Strategos card. And with my government choice, there's in Gazagamu. I need just one more envoy now. Where's the easiest place to get an envoy? Just waiting, I think. Or about 10 turns off it. Oh, Grand Columbia, I do not like you spreading your religion to me. I was going to say, back off, friend. Okay, switching around now. Strategos, let's get this general as soon as possible. Generals do work on warrior monks. That is absolutely something I want to get. And we're going to... I'm getting how much gold per turn? 9 gold per turn at the moment, but I will get my luxury back. Second time I'm going to war with Poland. I know, keep my wars distant. I know. I don't need to be friends with you, though. I just need you to join in with this war. Scotland love this war. Yeah, keep your wars distant. stint my bottom, and Grand Columbia 1 turn. Okay, oh, poor Poland. Everyone's at war with them in 1 turn. Oh, harsh. And, I can just buy 2 luxuries now. That helps to keep me loyal. That's going to be very handy in the upcoming war because my cities are going to do absolutely everything they can to flip on me. Right, the warrior monk's going to immediately get in. I'm looking to kill units. Killing units is absolutely what I want to do to start with. A lot of missionaries as well. But I'm looking for weak Polish units. I can start spreading my religion around as quickly as possible. That's kind of what I'm hoping for here. We'll see if it works. All the whilst, my scout can actually do some pillaging, which is cool. Let's go to that holy site and steal some faith. If any faith pillaging I can do equals more warrior monks, I can clone them. Yeah, very exciting prospect here. So move you to there, move you to there, move you to there. We should be able to siege the city next turn by moving the warrior monk in. But you know, I don't even think I need to wait. Let's just go 1, 2. And take the city next turn. I was going to wait until it was sieged, but you know what? If I can get the kill, I can get the kill. You know, and that holy site for me is currently worth 4 faith per turn. Oh no, it's because it's surrounded by rainforest, isn't it? I don't think it's actually worth 4 per turn. We'll keep an eye on that one. That's probably fine. Engineering's done. Writing is done. Good. Let's get machinery now as quickly as we can. 1 attack. 2 attacks. This is actually going to be slightly more difficult if I can't actually spread my religion here. I'm looking for units. Oh, look, I've actually took some Catholicism off, but my religion hasn't come with it. Yeah, I can take the city. Victor can immediately come over. It's got it down as being very negative in terms of loyalty. That is very fair. -10, so we've just got to move our units on like instantaneously. There is a war, yes, a heavy chariot actually, that'll be good. See if we can take that on, and oh yeah, a faith pillage. Look at that, that's 1/3 of the warrior monk hidden in that holy site there. We don't have long, I'm just trying to think of what I could do. I could give myself loyalty per turn for cities of a garrisoned unit. That would help a little bit. I might just have to let it flip. This is the problem with Dark Age warfare. It's very tricky to hold anything. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Seancrates, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trailmix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear, El Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear. Thank you all for your support. See you next time. Goodbye.